One busy night, the hotel staff ordered a pizza and were eating it in the back office. As they were eating, a guest walked into the lobby looking for someone to assist her. The front desk clerk went out to the lobby to help the guest. After a few minutes of whispering with the clerk, she came into the back office laughing hysterically. She looked at the maintenance man and said, "The drunk lady in the lobby shit her pants while trying to get into her new room." The maintenance man went into the lobby assuming she was too drunk to open the door. He walked over to her and offered to get her into her room. She was very upset about this and just wanted this night to be over. He got within a few steps of her and then the smell hit him hard. He started walking with her to the elevators. She apologized several times and kept saying how embarrassing this was. The maintenance man was trying to calm her down. He said it happens here all the time and not to worry about it. Once in the elevator, the woman pressed the button for the top floor of the hotel, while being trapped in a small box with a woman that had a load in her pants. The maintenance man started to gag but was trying his best to keep it quiet. The elevator door opened on the top floor and the maintenance man stepped out as fast as he could. The woman's attitude changed as they walked to her new room. "This happens every time I stay at this damn hotel. I don't know why I keep coming here." He thought you crap yourself every time you come to this hotel? But instead, he continued to comfort her. "Miss, it happens to the best of us." Once they reached the foyer of her old room and her new room, the maintenance man started to gag more. The woman started to be annoyed by it, and mentioned she would give him a tip for all of his help. The maintenance man noticed her wallet was sticking out of her back pocket and said no thanks. He went to the new room and tried to use his key fob to open the door. The door had a dead battery. The maintenance man felt bad for the poor woman, standing in the foyer trying to get into her new room while having to use the facilities. He then looked over at the woman's old room. The door was propped open. He then asked her what was wrong with her old room. She replied, "The water came out yellow, so I asked for a new room." The maintenance man later learned the whole story. The woman ran her sink and the water came out with a yellowish tint to it. She then went to the front desk and asked for a new room. Then came back to the foyer of her old room and her new room and couldn't get into the new room. She had her accident in the foyer. But the thing he didn't understand was, why didn't she go back into her old room and use the toilet there? The maintenance figured she was too drunk to realize the door was still open. "Miss, I need to get the door a new battery. I'll be right back." The woman, now in her old room, mumbled, "Yeah, right." He poked his head back in the room and said, "Miss, I'll be right back." The further the maintenance man got away from the room, the less he coughed. He returned with a new lock battery and put it in the new room. Once he finished, he knocked on the door with the woman still in it. "Miss, the room is ready for you." She looked over at him and said, "Okay, where's the room again?" "It's right next door." "I have to go, I have another call." "Oh no, stay and help me move please, I'll tip you." The maintenance man looked at her wallet, still half out of her back pocket. "No miss, really, I'm good." He stepped inside the room, grabbed her luggage and moved it to the new room. Then came back to the room, finding the woman talking to herself about how the hotel is horrible and she'll be leaving the next day. The maintenance man grabbed her remaining items from the room and walked them to her new room. The woman followed him once inside the new room and the smell started to get to him again. "There you go, have a good night." "Wait, hang on," she yelled. He turned back to her and said yes. She reached in her back pocket and pulled out her wallet and started going through it for some money. The maintenance man said, "No thank you miss, I'm not allowed to get tips." She said, "Nonsense, here, take it." The maintenance man looked at the $5 she was holding out to him. He then kind of yelled out, "Please stop trying to tip me." He left the room and heard her say to herself, "What a dumb shit." The whole hallway smelled as he continued to the lobby so he could finish his slice of pizza. Once in the lobby, the two front desk clerks had huge grins on their faces. He went into the kitchen to wash his hands like he never washed them before. He couldn't shake the smell, and wondered if he touched something or she wiped her hand on his shirt. Luckily, he only had an hour left of his shift, and was happy to leave after that incident.
Comment if you've ever turned down a tip.